What's going on, everybody? In this video I'm gonna talk about something I've never spoken about on this channel. It's about my digestive issues that I had in the past 3 years ago. One whole year of suffering where I could not digest anything, and I've tried all the things that you can think of. All right, I've tried the going vegan, the raw honey, the carnivore diet, and I'll tell you exactly what helped me personally fix my digestive issues. And you can imagine, as bodybuilders, it's so important for us to digest the food right, to absorb the food right. All right, and yeah, we say you are what you eat, but it's not just what you eat, but what you digest. All right, I don't know if you guys can see my cat is right here, but anyways, it's not about just what you eat, but what you digest, what you absorb. All right, we really need to make sure that that food that we're eating and consuming and swallowing is getting to our muscles, getting to our cells. And for me, a whole year I could not absorb the food. Going to the washroom many times in a day. Guys, I was desperate. I've tried, trust me, I've tried everything. I signed up to courses, YouTube classes. I was so desperate. I wanted to go get raw milk from Vermont. I live in Canada where it's illegal, just because I saw it was gonna help my digestion. And I'll tell you what helped me. And believe it or not, I was listening to a lot of YouTube videos and I was able to combine many things that helped me fix my digestion. And trust me, a lot of people deal with digestive issues, bodybuilders, eating the same thing repetitively, and a lot of times we end up with a lot of gas and bloating and we're not aware of it. All right, so if you want to fix your digestion, I would recommend you really following those things that I'm gonna give you and try it out for yourself. Man, I remember one time I was so desperate, I went to pay a guy who's here in Montreal, we called naturotherapeut. And I'm like, all right, this guy is saying he can fix my digestion. And I went there, it was like a room. It was very weird. It was like a kind of a hippie, the guy. I paid like $300 and he was looking in my eyes, and he put like a machine to look in my eyes and to see. He said like, there's a signs that he can look in my eyes and tell me what's wrong with me. All BS. And then at the end, of course, he told me to buy his supplements. Anyways. I'll tell you what worked for me. First thing that, and I went vegan, they don't work. First thing that I did, all right, and if you're having digestive issues, I would really recommend you starting with that, is an elimination diet where you eliminate a lot of food that can possibly cause gas and bloating. Now you might ask, what are the food that can possibly cause gas and bloating? Food that are high in FODMAP. Go on Google and write down high FODMAP food, and it will give you a list of a lot of food. FODMAPs is basically an acronym for a lot of sugars that are more susceptible to cause gas and bloating. All right, you can think of beans, onion, garlic, apples. So go there. I'm just gonna push my cat away because he keeps playing. Every time I film a video, he's right here. So, and when I'm not filming, he's never nowhere to be found. So go on Google, write down FODMAP food. All right, and check out that list, and you want to eliminate everything that is high in FODMAP, because even if you can digest them, while adding those food, now that you're having the gas and bloating, is just adding oil on the fire. All right, so take away all the FODMAP food, remove it of your diet, and it's not a forever thing. Just do it for a week. You're gonna feel good after a week, trust me. So if you're eating a lot of garlic and onion and apples and what is it, dates and apricots, guys, of course you're adding oil on the fire. If there's something going on, stop adding oil to the fire. So first thing first, elimination diet. For me, my elimination diet consisted of just eating white rice and chicken breast. That was the only thing I was digesting, and you know what, I was feeling so good on it for a whole week. That's all I was eating. I was feeling good. I was finally able to get pumps in the gym and feeling good and feeling myself again. Because like I said, before that, I was really not feeling good. Imagine, you're not even absorbing, not even digesting the food. I was eating, but I was barely sleeping, and I was spending all day in the washroom. So just going through that elimination diet, just eating white rice and chicken for a whole week, it was like paradise for me. All right, so remove all the high FODMAP food, and also remove all the fibers. Yeah, but fiber is good, fiber is healthy. Yeah, but for you, fiber is like adding oil to the fire. Fiber doesn't get digested by your body. It stays in your colon and gets fermented by bacteria. You already have something going on, and all the gas and bloating. You add more fiber, you feed those bacteria even more. So it's going to release even more gas. You're going to be more bloated. So it's not the time for you to do a lot of green celery juices and a lot of salads. Cut all that. Cooked food, rice, white rice and chicken, stick with that, or choose a protein and a carb source, stick with that, and maybe a good fat source that you can digest, and do that for a whole week. That's step number 1. Step number 2, Add more salt to your diet. Oh, but salt is bad. No, salt is good. And also, stomach acid is actually produced by salt. Salt is needed to produce stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, and sodium chloride. Can you imagine? Salt, sodium chloride, stomach acid, hydrochloric acid. So you need sodium. A lot of people cut down their salt, and because they're super stressed, they start having acid reflux, and then they think, oh, well, I have too much stomach acid. No, you have acid reflux because you have too low of stomach acid, and the esophagus can't close down. And now you're taking antacids, which is even making things worse. So you don't want to tame down that stomach acid. You actually need that stomach acid to digest the food and kind of break down that food that you're eating, to help your colon, to help your small intestine do the job easier after. All right, so how do you increase that stomach acid? Add salt, real salt. All right, Himalayan salt, Celtic salt, whatever, real salt. Add more salt to your diet. Just by doing that, stomach acid will go up. All right, so first thing, elimination diet. Now starting salting your food. Step number 3, adding more probiotic fermented food. I'm not saying prebiotic, because prebiotic is going to be a lot of fibers, but more probiotic. I'm not saying take a probiotic pill, but eat more fermented food. For me, in my opinion, the best one, either yogurt or kefir. Why I'm not a big fan of kombucha or kimchi to start? Because they're high in fiber. They might cause a lot of bloating and gas for a lot of people. So you might start with a little bit of Greek yogurt, few tablespoons. I used to do my own kefir, good old days. Now I don't do it anymore. Start adding more yogurt, few tablespoons, maybe put that on your rice, on your chicken, to get back that healthy microbiome. All right, and guys, all the candida and IBS and all those stuff, most of it is BS. All right, they're just trying to sell you something. They're just trying to create a problem, telling you have a gut imbalance. There's no such thing as a gut imbalance. All right, your body is super smart. We've been thriving for thousands of years. Don't worry. It's not because you ate something wrong one day that now your whole microbiome is upside down. All you need to do is remove what's causing a problem and slowly reintroduce the things that make sense for you. All right, if eating apples gets you bloated, stop eating apples for a while. Let that fire slow down. So more yogurt, more fermented food, like yogurt, kimchi, kefir. Don't jump on the kimchi and the sauerkraut right away. Moving on, digestive enzymes. Now, there are pills, but there are also fruits like papaya, pineapple that have good digestive enzymes that I would recommend. I would recommend always starting with real food. So maybe start with a little bit of papaya in your diet, a few tablespoons. Don't overdo it. Don't be like me. I used to be like, oh, papaya is good. I'm going to buy 5 kilos and eat them all because it's going to heal my gut right away. No, it's going to take time. Few bites of papaya in your meals, and you see, it's gradually, guys. Yes, it takes time, but you're feeling good at that point. You shouldn't be feeling miserable at that point. So that's why you wouldn't mind it going easy. Moving on, glutamine. Glutamine helps healing your gut lining. So start introducing more glutamine. If you take protein powder, it does have glutamine, but I would recommend just supplementing with glutamine. You can go up to 20 grams a day. All right, you can take it anytime, post-workout, intra-workout. Start implementing glutamine. It has been shown to improve the gut lining and help healing the gut. Moving on. We spoke about this, digestive enzymes, probiotics. I would say now you're at this point, if you feel good at this point, I would say you're ready to reintroduce stuff. And when you're reintroducing stuff, be super careful, because you don't want to add a bunch of salads and lettuce right away. Stay to the low FODMAP vegetables, low FODMAP fruit, and slowly reintroduce the stuff. I would really recommend anybody that have a sensitive gut to stick with low FODMAP foods. All right, you have no business eating a lot of raw onions and beans and garlic and chickpeas. I mean, they're known that they will make you gassy and bloated. All right, so don't do a lot of those. Milk, lactose, it's a big one for a lot of people. They can't digest it well, so be aware of those. All right, I used to have the mentality of, oh, when I was a kid I was able to drink milk, so I want to do everything to force myself to drink milk again. No, I don't digest milk well. I'm just gonna stop drinking milk. Go with the food that agree with you. Don't force your body. Don't force food on your body that your body's telling you I don't want it now. All right, so a lot of vegetables, they will cause gas and bloating. Don't overdo that. Stick with the foods that work for you, and have yourself a kind of, like, I don't eat a tons of variety of food. I have few foods. White rice work well for me. Sourdough bread work well for me. Eggs, chicken, tuna, ground beef work well for me. For vegetables, I just have a few ones. Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower, my goodness, they will bloat you like crazy. Oatmeal bloats a lot of people, so don't overdo those things. All right, when you know that a food don't agree with you, don't force it on yourself. All right, guys, that's pretty much it, and this is how I healed myself, by eliminating. It's common sense, but we have so much voices and so much people trying to sell us stuff. Buy this probiotics, get raw milk, get this, go vegan, celery juice. I was drinking celery juice every single morning. This was hell, I swear to God. Waking up, cutting my celery, and making my celery juice. I even bought a $250 juicer because, yeah. That's it for this video, guys. You see, that's free. Help heal your gut for free. Add your salt. Probiotics, well, don't buy probiotics. I once bought a $200 probiotic. But it's BS. Subscribe if you find it helpful. Leave a like, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.